So let's take a look at the second method of the Align 3D tool, which is plane to plane. And here we don't necessarily connect face to face, although we could. But technically we're aligning two planes, which can be in any position and orientation. Now to help things along, I'm going to place a couple of lines here. I'm going to draw one line from there vertically upwards and one line from here vertically upwards. Now these will be the reference point for my planes, and the planes will be vertical planes, the edge of which is the line. So the plane extends in that direction and in that direction. And again, I'm going to bring this corner around to this corner, which is why I've placed the lines in those locations, and we'll align the two planes together. So we'll start the tool and select plane to plane, and we'll work on this plane first. So we need to select the element to align as per the prompts. So that will be this element, and the ball shows up again, but this time without the arrows. We'll see those in a second. So I'm going to move that to that corner. And the prompts now ask me for the x-axis point. Well, I'm going to pick the top of that line as an x-axis. And then the y-axis, according to the prompts, will be there. So there's my x and y and my blue arrow, which again could be reversed if I wanted it to. I don't at the moment. The prompts now ask me for the 2 coordinate origin. In other words, I need a duplicate coordinate type origin over here. So that will be at that location. Now it wants me to find the x-axis, which will be up there, and the y will be over there. And automatically, because those two alignments are identical, my red object will scoot round and pop into place, and I data point to complete the exercise. Now my two lines are still in place, but I can get rid of those quite quickly. So that's plane to plane. So no faces, just two identical orientations on two different objects. Again, please practice that. It looks a little tricky, but you need to understand how this works. Now the next method to look at is the last one, which is plane to curve. Now here we have a nice curve, just an arc, and we have a circle, which is a plane. And let's just color those and also do a rotate. Now, as I rotate, notice that the circle is not aligned at all with the arc. But the object of the exercise is to place this circle on the end of this line and have the circle be perpendicular to the end of the line. And this is a very important operation to do, particularly if you were going to use one of the other extrusion tools to create a tube along that line. So let's follow the prompts. Make sure the tool's running. Very simple. Select the element to move. That will be the circle. So I'm going to select the center and select the curve element to move to. Select that snap point, and immediately data pointing the circle moves to that point there. Let's do a rotation to see what we've actually got. And notice now that the circle is perpendicular to the end of the curve. Now again, that's actually quite hard to do if you were not using this tool. Try it and see. It's quite hard to locate it absolutely perpendicular to the end of the curve. So there we go. That takes care of this tool. So again, please practice all of the methods that this tool has to offer. They're all very useful, and it's a nice addition to your personal toolkit.